Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Tigers' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Dropping back, it's Carr. Snagged in the middle, it's Love. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded to several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it's one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you've got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
Quickly complete. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Going with the counter play here. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd, but more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45. Running to the left. Look out, he's got room. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front, but if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
Motion from the wideout. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense. Like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
They booted away. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Toss sweep, trying to get it outside to the right. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Got his man quickly. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Rides to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about, I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Punt is in the air. And it'll be down right there. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll move the tight end. The inside handoff. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Takes the easy completion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Randall. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing: make the catch. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's locked.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Back to the ground game on the left. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. And they didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Takes the easy one to the back. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football. They play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Back to pass on second down. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got the first down. Looking for more. Powers through. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Clemson is quick to the line. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. The sure hands, it's Randall. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Firing to the right, complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Looking to scramble. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Really nice job by this offense. I love it. They were aggressive, moved down the field, got the touchdown, broke the 0-0 seal. This game has not been high-flying by any stretch, but that's how you finish a first half.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. just about ready to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. There he goes. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Quick release by the QB. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. For a quarterback as highly touted as Cade Klubnik was, I think he would even tell you he started slowly, but man, the progression, the improvement has been exponential, Jesse.
It has, Reese, and he's played big in big games as of late. You think back to last year's ACC championship game, and then I would argue his game against Texas, even in the loss in the playoff, that might have been his best game of the season, making throw after throw. You can see why he was so highly recruited.
It's a seam wide open. It's a running room. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but I don't care if it's Archie or Eli back there. We've come to learn that no lead is safe inside Vaught Hemingway. They're up by 7 over Georgia State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Clemson. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
On the run, fires downfield. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And he's knocked down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, it's Carr. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Motion from the back. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Oh, a lot of space. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Yeah, and this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride the hot hand. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the ground with the back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy has had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy is...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Second down.
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, in saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Yeah, get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. A shot toward the end zone. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You have got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
Quick strike complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Bringing the heat. fires to the big fella. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The give as they work on that clock. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Quarterback making checks. Motion from the wideout. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Clemson will send the punt team out. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the backboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a fourth down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. First play of the drive comes from the 38. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking for a crease. It's Davidson. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. You win a game like this against a higher-ranked team in the top 10 behind this rushing attack, and you will have opened some eyes after this game.
Yeah, early in the season, being able to open some eyes and say, listen, we're legit, we're for real, we're physical. You better bring your lunchbox when you play us. This is a great start to the season.
It's going to give them a lot of confidence too, David, because you look at this team's schedule down the road, they're going to need to be able to run the ball. They're going to have to be physical if they want to keep winning, and they want that number beside their name to keep getting smaller and smaller.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. After run, now throw. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. To the air. It's Klubnik. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, looking to pass. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Price. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Looking to throw, it's Carr. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to go up top. Makes a grab past the marker. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't